Welcome, creatures of all ages. Since no one is here, that means I will be timestamping the VOD. So, so there is a story behind this for anyone who's just watching. Hold on, let me just. All right. A bit last minute, but that's okay. Um, so yeah, there is actually a bit of a. Let me just get my notes out. Okay, this is a bit weird. Okay, hold on, let me just... this is always annoying because I need to put everything to the side on my second monitor. Move all my frames to the side on my second monitor in order to make sure they actually appear on, because they all all move to the right. Is it working? Is it working? Is it working? Yes, it is. All right, let's go. Oh, no, 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 no. Now it's gone again. Scuff, 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 scuff. And... just moving all my frames to the side again. And... okay, so, like I said, there is a story behind this entire, the stream, and that story being, I was originally going to do this in the form of a collab with, Malone, Cara Malone, but I wanted to teach him how to play Civ 3, but and he said he wanted to play as the Netherlands because he liked he liked the theme of their special unit, Swiss pikemen. Uh, but turns out he couldn't actually finish it. I mean, he couldn't actually get started because the game wasn't working on his computer. My guess is because his computer is very powerful, much more powerful than mine, and a really old, low graphics game like this might struggle to work on that. That's why I don't intend to play Civ 4 in the future because it doesn't really work well on my computer. I have a real problem. The driver, I believe, what is it? The driver, I believe, has a real problem. Otherwise, let me just... okay. So, but otherwise, yeah, he wanted to play the Dutch, and so as usual, I did um, probably an unnecessary amount of research, but now since we didn't end up doing Civ 3, we tried to teach ourselves Civilization, the board game, on Tabletop Simulator. Turns out... okay, audio is working, and I still have this research, so let's do it. We are talking about the Netherlands, and as usual, I am actually going to go through the whole thing because every culture, every land, every inch of, every square foot of land contains multitudes. We're going to go all the way from the Stone Age to the present day. I mean, we're obviously not going to finish it all today. I'm probably going to go from the Stone Age all the way up to the Dutch Revolt that formed the United Provinces, and which means that we're going to probably end as soon as we get a hold of gunpowder and the Swiss pikeman becomes obsolete. So, yeah, let's get into it. Okay, as usual, barbarians. Yeah, we're just gonna have them roaming. Um, and we're going to randomize everything else. Let's see. Uh, the Netherlands, they are agricultural and seafaring. So, agriculture in Civ 3, the agricultural stat is attribute is probably the strongest. Like seriously, it gives you an extra unit of food per city, which is amazing in early expansion because you can quickly build settlers. Seafaring is also useful if you want to build a strong navy and a navy because it makes all your naval units move faster. So, um, it makes so very good for like rapid naval assaults. So for my rivals, let's choose rivals that are appropriate. Let's have Spain, obviously. Let's have Germany, Holy Roman Empire. Let's have Japan, and thanks to their trade relationship with Japan. Let's have Russia be good? No, let's have Portugal because they occupied Brazil for a while. Let's have the Iroquois because they bought they purchased New Amsterdam from the natives. Let's get Zululand because of the Boers. Let's get the Celts. Uh, who else? Who else? Scandinavia, because of their settlement in the area. Let's get China. Their trade due to trade with China. Let's get Korea maybe. No, India definitely. Let's see. How about Arabia, Mongols? Let's see. Russia would make sense too, just because. England definitely, and America, and France, all of these. Rome because of the relationship with the Catholic Church, and I guess Russia, just because, of World War II. So, let's go. We're playing on Regent difficulty because I'm not that good. This is just there for the I'm not that good. This is just there for. I'm just here for the historical exposition, and if things start to get too easy, I can start doing things to putting handicaps such as becoming a republic, which I probably will do in the future, or following an optimal tech path. So let's go. Okay, so let's see. I don't like this region. This is a very good this region because we're not next to a river. We are next to the sea, but we are not next to a river. So I don't like this region, but you know what? Beggars can't be choosers. Maybe I could settle a bit further up. No, it wouldn't make sense. It's either choosing between tundra or the hills. Yeah, you know what? Yes, let's settle a bit further up. Amsterdam. All right. This means I can. This is a good spot if I need any extra. If I need any extra farmland, I can just cut down that extra forest there. So I think I made the right choice. So let's get a warrior for exploration. And for scientific research, as usual, let's bring us up to 100%. And let's. Um, I think I'm go. No, so I have done a test run of this campaign, and one of the best things to do early, in my opinion, is to rush map making because you absolutely need the Netherlands absolutely needs the Great Lighthouse. So, and for some reason, bringing us up to 100% doesn't actually doesn't actually boost it at all. So, let's try again. No, it doesn't. It doesn't boost writing at all. Either way, what are the main texts we have right now? We have the alphabet and pottery. So, we're going from the early Stone Age and the early Middle Ages. So let's talk about the so we are going, of course, be talking a lot about the Frisians. So before the arrival of the Latin script, the Frisians used runes, a sort of primitive sort of Germanic alphabet. Wait, do I have something for images? Yes, I do. Let's see if we can find a an example of Frisian runes. Frisian runes. Yes, Anglo-Frisian runes. So let's just save this image. And where is it? Okay. There you have it. Anglo-Frisian runes. Like I said, it's sort of a proto-alphabet, although the Frisians had their own unique set of... the Frisians had their own... Uh, uh, the Germanic system of runes initially had 24 runes known as Futhark, but the Frisian runic system added two new ones. I didn't go into too much. Sometime before the 6th century AD, this is when I yeah, it's at this point that the runic systems became a bit more distinct because in the early Middle Ages, the spoken language in Frisia was actually indistinguishable from the Anglo-Saxon language. The reason for this being because they both originated from immigrants from the same area, which is Saxony. So the other technology we start off early with is pottery. So we're going to go even further back to the Stone Age. The Stone Age with the Swifterbont culture. I think that's how you pronounce it. The Swifterbont. So the Swifterbont culture near the town of Swifterbont started making pottery around 5000 BC during their hunter-gatherer age. And many of the settlements of this culture were located in the wetlands. So there's a theory that the majority of these pots were actually used to hold aquatic resources such as aquatic plants and fish, and possibly terrestrial plants due to the absence of the remains of dairy products and animal fats. So let's keep going. We're going to grow in 7 turns. Want to have a mine ready for when we expand. Hold on a second. Who the fuck is calling me? Okay, sorry about that. Let's keep going. So... Oh, shit, we are not off to a good start. The Goths. Yes, we have disturbed an angry Goth warrior. Fuck. Let's see if this does anything now. No, it does not. They're not gonna move either. Okay, so I guess we're just going to... Fuck. Oh my god, this is so annoying. Alright, let's try this again. Well, this is going to be a challenge. No problem. We're not, like I said, the Netherlands are a very strong early game faction, so I think we can afford it. All right, we're safe for now. So... where do we settle? Oh. Oh, this is a perfect spot. All right. Should we settle in the tundra, or should we settle... You know, this seems like a good spot. Let's settle... This is... Or maybe not. If I expand it, I won't be able to get the wheat. Much better. We'll take these hills. So... Alright. This is a perfect spot. So... let's just hop over here with my worker. And then let's go north with this warrior right here. Rotterdam. Let's get another warrior. See, being when you're an agricultural civilization, being right next to a river is very important, because right now we're in a government called despotism. In a government state called... Wait. What happened to my model? Hold on. What happened to VTube Studio? Huh? Okay, let's... You know, I'm gonna restart it. I'm gonna restart VTube Studio. Okay, scuff indeed. Come on, work. Okay, we're good. We are good. Okay. Alright, let's go. Let's go north with our Kurag, our little boat. Uh, let's build another warrior. So, anyways, like I said, we're currently in a government state called despotism, which states that every unit, whenever a tile creates gold, food, or production greater than two, it produces one less. This normally applies to the city squares too, which negates the food bonus you get from. Which negates the food bonus you get from what's the word from the agricultural trait. However, it stays. You still get it if your town is right next to a city. It doesn't make sense for anyone who's not familiar with the game. Just go with it. Just trust me here. All right, sugar. Let's produce a settler and let's go. We can do. Oh, sugar and fresh water. I'm so taking this. A skilled warrior. Perfect. Alright, this is the Iroquois. I guess we are in the Americas. They're more advanced than me, but that is okay. I will trade writing with them once I get it. The Magyars, Hungarians. Ah, shit. Yeah, let's build another warrior, and we have to evict the Hungarians from their hard pillaged, hard conquered land. Where to go? There's some wheat here. Yeah, I'll settle over here next to our neighbors. Oh, another hut. Perfect. Okay, let's go. Oh, ceremonial burial. I need this. I need to build temples. All right, so let's talk about the Swifterbond culture again. So burials in the Swifterbond culture took place inside settlements, typically inside long-term graveyards, based on excavations from the 5000s to 4000s BC. Bodies were buried with ornaments and sometimes flints. Most of the people discovered in graves probably died at the age of 30 to 35. And children were typically not buried in formal fashion because findings of the bodies of children are very rare. We have another lake right here. Alright, let's go south. I'm going to need this guy to garrison my town right here. Oh, more, the largest nations of the world. The glorious Zulu. Oh, Tokyo, Japan. Well, I mean, no, you might know about the history between the Netherlands and Japan. The Netherlands was determined, along with the English, the English William Adams were determined to prevent Japan from becoming Catholic. So So they lobbied the Japanese to expel Catholics, such as the Jesuits, or it's from Japan. And when the Catholic Amakusa Shiro rebelled, Amakusa Shiro rebelled. Dutch ship bombarded the rebels as the shogunate forces closed in. Uh, let's build a temple. Better early either than late. Let's also see what is south of us. Oh, another hut. Perfect. Oh, thank you. Ah, damn it. Alright, tough. These Hungarians got hands. The Kazakhs, alright. Come on. Die. Ah, thank goodness. Okay, let's go right here. Alright, a volcano has erupted. Let's see, what would be a good place to settle? Again, I like this place because it has a place with production and it has tobacco. I like this. So, let's see if we can get rid of these guys one by one. Let's build a temple right here so we can get that wheat. The Hague, or the the Hague, yes. Let's build a temple. Okay, so I do not want them to have writing right away because I want to my enemies to have, or my opponents to have writing right away because I want to rush philosophy. I want to rush philosophy, so so I can get, because if you're the first to get philosophy, you can get free tech. So let's talk about writing in the Netherlands. So where is it? So there's no formal Frisian literature. Literature probably literacy in Frisia, meaning I'm going to be talking about Frisia a lot. It doesn't make up the entirety of the Netherlands. It only makes up the northern province of Friesland, but but it was a unique. Frisia was a unique culture that resisted Christianization longer than the rest of the Netherlands, because the rest of the Netherlands was occupied by the Saxons and the Franks. All right, so far so good. All right. Still all a very cold area. I guess we are on a continent. Okay, let's hang out over here. All right. Without building a large navy army, I am settling near all my neighbors. I am playing with fire. I will build a strong military after I collect after I settle all of the prime real estate I need. But yeah, there's no formal Frisian literature. Early Frisians pragmatically used the Latin script in conjunction with the native runes, for instance, on coins. The Latin script, meaning like the letters as English speakers use, only became widespread through the efforts of Christian missionaries who wrote Christian texts in the Latin script but the local vernacular. All right, the Spanish. Let's build a worker. No. Like I said, I don't want anyone to have writing just yet. I want to be the first to get philosophy. So I have 4 air towns right now. Where else would I want to settle? Um, let's see. Not this area. This is Tertundra. How about... What is north of here, I wonder? Best to get as much sea area as possible. Alright. Somebody is blue. Well, bluer. Okay, we have a temple. Let's get a... Let's get a settler. Another settler. Let's build a temple here. Yeah, we definitely need a temple. No, let's get a worker. So we can just process this area. Process the land. Okay. Let's build a temple, put some cultural pressure on them. Oh, another hut. Perfect. I'm on a roll. Oh, the Germans. Alright. The Franks. Perfect. A skilled warrior. Thank you very much. I know they say it's skilled, but it's not. It's conscript level. It's skilled for a tribal, I guess. Ah, damn it. Okay, so we're doing pretty well so far. Definitely need a military, and if the others are towns are busy building temples, then I guess I will. There's wild game over here. All right, we can do that. All right, we can do that. I'll get an extra food from being next to a river anyways. I don't know, would this be worth just putting chucking a settler down here? I don't know about that. Actually, you know what? I can get I can grab some of this extra grassland if I put my settler right here. I can grab this little square right here. Is that still worth it? Whatever. It's extra military support. Or I could put it over here. No, you know that this area isn't going anywhere. I can get it later. Oh, cattle! I definitely need this. Okay, so far so good. Alright, we have a temple. Let's build a spearman. I definitely need to protect myself against the Iroquois, should I need to. Uh, I will also need to protect myself against this one barbarian. No, no, no. Yeah, yeah, I think I'm gonna wait until I get rid of these. I get rid of this barbarian. I'm only realizing how much gold I have right now. I think I'm set for a while. Oh, the Iroquois are helping me defeat the Kazakhs. Thank you very much. Oh, 50 gold from the Bulgar tribe's village. I guess it really helped that I helped them defeat their enemies, the Hungarians, since the area that the Hungarians settled used to be controlled by the Bulgars. Okay, let's help. Let's process this tobacco. Very helpful, thank you. Well, that's an. Alright, now I can nicely settle that area. Let's see if we can kill this warrior. This barbarian warrior. Alright. Right here. Okay. Okay, like I said, I can get this anytime, so let's get a temple, and let's settle some more. Let's settle this area. No, no, let's settle this forested area. Who is calling me? What is it? What is it? Hello? Okay, that was a little bit embarrassing, but real life comes first. Uh-huh. Okay, so where were we? Nicely done. 3 food. Um, let's build a archer. It would be nice to irrigate this place. I think I will actually. No, not. I need to get rid of this. I need to get rid of this mine in order to irrigate it, but that would be a waste because of despotism. I did the math. You know, never mind. I will build a mine here. Okay, let's irrigate this place some more. Okay. Map making. I need this. Alright, now what do we get next? How about... Masonry... Masonry, maybe? Yeah, you know what, masonry. I need to build... I need to protect myself with walls. So let's get started on the Great Lighthouse. We need to rush this because, again, it's essential for me. So... yeah, let's build a spearman, and then after that, let's build a settler. Okay, so we have a spearman. Let's garrison him over here. No, I don't need the mausoleum just yet. I can get that later. For now, I need to grab some more real estate. Some sugar would be nice. I'd like to get as much extra resources as possible. As much tile resources as possible, so... anyways, let's talk about Dutch philosophy. So, since we're getting there so fast, so I could go for hours about the Dutch traditions of philosophy, but I don't have time. Either way, you can't really talk about Dutch philosophy without mentioning Erasmus. Erasmus was born in 1469 in Rotterdam and died in 1536. He was part of the broad movement of scholars and artists around the same time, known in Europe known as humanists. Scholars who sought to revive the philosophical traditions of ancient Greece and Rome and emphasize the human experience alongside Christian faith. He was a philosopher, a religious scholar, a Catholic priest, and had harsh words for other philosophers like him, describing them as cloaked and bearded to command respect, who insist that they alone have wisdom and all other mortals are but fleeting shadows. He distanced himself from the previously most common form of philosophy in Europe, a school known as Scholasticism, which he claimed was centered around highly abstract thinking and the resolution of contradictions in a way that was incomprehensible to the common man. As many of the scholars trained in the Scholastic period were Catholic priests, the Scholastic method were Catholic priests who often believed that their understanding of higher philosophy were entitled them to be the deciders of what is good. He found that he actually had some common ground with Martin Luther. Both of them believed in a more grammatically literal interpretation of the Bible based on original Latin and Greek texts, translations, as opposed to the spiritual interpretation rigidly guided by Catholic scholars. However, Erasmus was more of a believer in free will, claiming that the intention behind good deeds was as important in the eyes of God as the outcome, while Luther claimed that faith alone could be the decider of whether or not a person was good, regardless of the intent of any deeds. All in all, Erasmus believed in the independence and creativity of the human experience, and humans should always question intellectual and spiritual authority from other humans, which ended up estranging him from both the rigid elements in both the Catholic Church and Protestant circles. In some way, you could consider Erasmus one of the first anti-philosophers, as one might call them. I am the wealthiest nation in the world. All right. Am I technologically advanced, by the way? Moderately advanced. No. All right. Okay. What can I trade? What tech can I trade? I have writing. I have masonry. This is a pretty good deal. Alright, we'll do it your way. Where can I get horses? Oh, I have horses. Perfect. Hello. What can you give me for alphabet? Guess not. What can you give me for writing? Alright, this is a good deal too. What will you give me for ironworking? Alphabet, though. Very good deal. Alright, how about now? Am I technologically advanced? Yes, we are. Alright. And we have iron. Perfect. So what do we build right now? How about... No, what do we get right now? How about... Yeah, you know what? Let's get mathematics. I do want to... No, not mathematics. How... Okay, we're back. I think we're back. Are we back? Yes, we are back. Okay, my computer crashed. This is actually the first time in my streaming career I have actually my computer has crashed and I have rejoined. So I think I'm on. Am I? Am I on? Let me check. I mean, I won't know, nobody's here. But you know what? That's how the cookie crumbles. Okay, so let's get back to Civ 3. So let me just get all my frames in my second monitor and get back in there. Come back, cowards! Wait, I need my... And... Yes, we are good, I think. No, it's... Civ 3 is not responding. Sorry, tech issues. Tech issues. Give me a moment. Where's my chat? Oh, for fuck's sake! Where is my chat? You know what? It's right here. I can see it. It's in the live streaming YouTube studio thing. So, okay. So let's load the game. Where was I? Autosave. And alright, let's do this all over again. What will you give me for writing? Okay. What will you give me for alphabet and mysticism? And what will you give me for... Oh, you can't. Alright. Alright, let's get... literature. Or maybe mathematics? No, horseback riding. I want to play aggressively, I think, this time, I think. Let's get one more settler, and then let's wreak havoc upon the indigenous people. Let's get a worker and horses. All right. Let's send him up here. Okay, another spearman. Okay. So... Alright, more irrigation. I want to get horseback riding as soon as I can. Alright. So... Oh, I can irrigate this place. Alright, let's... I need iron. I need iron quickly. So, let's... Roads. I need more roads. Let's go this direction. The Japanese military forces outnumber us. That's not good. Let me think. You know what? I think I will give it to them, because if I don't, then they could actually get the Iroquois to attack me, to ally with them against me. They could actually get. However, I'm going to seriously build up my military right now. Let's build a barracks. Okay. I just realized that I did not get any notes themed around horseback riding. That's a shame. Let's build a warrior. No, let's build a spearman. Alright, let's build some walls. You can have... okay, the Portuguese, they can have it. I'm definitely going to war, so I need catapults. Let's get mathematics. Yeah, let's get horsemen. Let's get some horsemen. I don't need a temple just yet over there. And... okay. How much units can I afford? Yeah, I need to. I need more. I need more. I need a really strong military. All right, we have a barracks. Let's get an archer. That's annoying. Civil disorder in The Hague. I mean, looks like they need trials, war crime trials, or I don't know. All right, swordsman. The Hague. That's where the International Criminal Court is located. All right, more horses. I don't know why. I don't know where they are grazing the horses. Considering there's very little. No, they're grazing it in this one square. So I'll let them have it for now. I will get them. I will get my revenge later. No, I don't think I need a temple since I'm going to destroy them soon. All right. Let's get it. Bring a horseman up here. Let's get another settler, just for the extra unit support. I will put him over here. You know what, let's build a barracks over here, then I can quickly... No, let's build a barracks over here, then I can quickly update my warriors to... I can quickly upgrade my warriors to... swordsmen. What's the stats of the mounted infantry? Alright, we have mathematics. Let's get... I do not need monarchy just yet because I want to play aggressive, which means I need more unit support. So instead, let's get construction. I might want the Great Wall. What are the stats of the mounted infantry? Okay, very, very high attack. Yeah, I need more horsemen. Okay, let's get a worker so I can just quickly build a road over here. Anyways, let's talk about all the tech I just suddenly got from tech trading. Masonry. So I can't find any scholarly articles to disprove the popular conception that Northern European architecture was primarily wood-based, based before the Middle Ages. Either way, the first thing that comes up when I search up stone Frisian architecture is actually churches. Like much of medieval Northern Europe, the expansion of towns and cities before the 10th and 11th centuries AD was centered around the establishment of churches, since the largest churches would typically be built in the most economically prosperous areas. And even then, these churches would initially be built out of wood, with stone and brick churches arriving later. Then we have bronze working. Some of the earliest bronze items in the Netherlands come from the Wageningen area, dated to around 2000 BCE. The Middle Bronze Age, they have 1500 BC or so, when the Netherlands, like much of Europe, began to transition to it began to transition to a larger scale agriculture and Neolithical agricultural sedentarism, evidenced by the rise of multi-aisled houses. So that's the time when the population started to grow bigger. What else do we have? We have the ceremonial burial, masonry, warrior code. All right, Chronicles of Zosimus. As you know, I am thousands of years old, and I have participated in many of the world's greatest conflicts. Sometimes as a warrior, sometimes as a leader, but this time I was a leader. Leader. You see, after the Battle of Teutoburg Forest, the Rhine River became an effective border between Rome and the Germanic tribes, keeping the people of the Netherlands, such as the Frisiae, a Germanic people who lived in the upper coastal Netherlands, distinct from the later Frisians, independent. According to Tacitus, the Frisiae would then again fall under Roman protection peacefully. The general Drusus levied a small tax to support his troops, which the Frisia accepted. However, a governor of the area named Olennius raised the tax high to the point where the Frisians had to sell family members to pay it. The Frisiae revolted and defeated the Romans at Barhena Wood after the Roman courts failed to communicate with one another and arrived one by one. However, the Romans would later come back and force the Frisiae to live in reservations outside the Roman borders under a Roman-style government. Then we have the Batavi. You see, after I was around in Rome from the beginning, and I helped the Romans defeat Hannibal in the Second Punic War. But afterwards, I grew sore with the Eternal City, and after the rise of Augustus, I made it a personal mission to bring the Pax Romana to an end, and I figured I would start at their weakest links, their barbarian allies. Rome never had any love for the people up north, and when their relationship with their allies in the land later known as the United Provinces turned exploitative, I seized the opportunity. The Batavi had been closely allied with Rome, serving as their military auxiliaries. Over time, though, according to the historian Tacitus, the relationship between Rome and the tribe went from an alliance to a master-slave relationship, with the Romans regularly taking Batavi civilians as slaves. In 69 AD, the year of the four emperors, when due to civil strife the imperial throne changed hands 4 times, the Batavi and a number of their neighboring tribes, including the Frisiae and the neighboring Canonifats, launched a revolt, led by a tribal prince, led by me, that I led. The Romans would give me the name Gaius Julius Civilis. Why they would partially name me after the great general Caesar, Gaius Julius Caesar, I will never know. Perhaps it was out of respect, or maybe out of fear. And they were right to fear me. By rallying the Romans' longtime barbarian allies against them, and taking advantage of the Eternal City's divisions to strike at their seams, I was one of the first to make the greatest empire at its height lie down and bleed. Earlier, I had been arrested. In that same year, they caught on to my plans and arrested me, falsely accusing me of treason, which they eventually realized they could not prove. They brought me to Rome in chains, and had been but released me after the Emperor Nero was deposed by Galba. Alba. When I got returned, I launched my revolt. It was originally very successful. We were supported by German auxilia who defected to my side at the last minute. We gained fame as liberators, not just of Germanic auxiliary tribes, but also the Gauls that had long ago been conquered by Caesar. Things took an even bigger turn for the worse for the Romans, when due to heavy losses as well as loyalty to one of the 4 emperors, Vitellius, who had been deposed earlier, the Roman soldiers mutinied against their commander, Hordionius Flaccus, and killed him. Our rebellion continued, and we were so successful. We killed so many Romans and liberated so many tribes. The Gaulish, Treveri, and Ubii tribes declared independence, and we destroyed 2 entire legions. Surrounded them and slaughtered them to a man. Rome could not do anything, at least for a while. They couldn't devote its full attention to our rebellion, because at the same time, another rebellion was going on the Far East. The Jewish revolt of 70 years after the birth of Christ, in which in which their second temple would be destroyed. However, eventually the good times would come to an end. The Jewish revolt ended quickly, and the Romans came back under the general Quintus Petilius Cerealis, pushing back. Yes, perhaps it was a testament to my strategic mastery and the might of my new people that they came back with 8 whole legions. We were overwhelmed, and at that point, I sued for peace. Could I have won? Maybe. Nobody in Rome and Batavia, or Batavia, thought I would get this far. Maybe I could have turned them against the legions against their masters, just like as they had against Flaccus. Maybe I could have used the land against them and whittled their endurance down until they slunk back home. But I decided that their fight was no longer for me. Call it cowardice or self-preservation, but it was a decision that left me alive. The Batavians would never forgive me. If I had not in advance decided to flee to Asia, they certainly would have had my head. But I would sneer in validation centuries later, when Rome would perish exactly as I intended, at the hands of the barbarians they thought were their protectors. Let's take it back a little further. There are conflicting theories of how the ironworking came to Europe. The first theory is that in the West and the Middle East. I point this out because there's the possibility that it could have started a little separately in India before that. Ironworking started a little north of Mesopotamia in the area now known as Turkey, a little bit after the Bronze Age collapse at the end of the 2nd millennium BC. Iron objects of a limited quality from the 8th century BC have been found in Europe, but a continent-wide ironworking industry had only begun by the 5th century BCE, largely centered around the Celtic peoples of Western Europe. What else have we got? Let's talk about mathematics. Okay, so mathematics. This is a topic I have not looked for academic sources on because I don't feel in delving into the specifics of higher math. But the most famous Dutch mathematician was probably J. Brouwer, who lived from 1881 to 1966. He was known as one of the founders of the school of math known as topology. Topology is the geometric study of shapes that cannot be broken while deformed. For example, a good example would be how if a square is pushed hard enough, it can be deformed into a circle, but a figure 8 cannot be deformed into a circle in the same way. And because of this, a square is topologically equivalent to a circle, but a figure 8 is not. So Brouwer developed something called the fixed point theorem. Again, I'm not very good at visualizing the intricacies of math, so I'm not going to go further into detail, but another older one might be Willibord Snellius, who lived from 1580 to 1626, who developed Snell's law, which goes over the refraction of light and states that when light travels between mediums, it bends. Let's see. I will destroy. I'll build a large enough military of swordsmen and horsemen, and then I'm going to wreak havoc upon these assholes who think they can threaten me. All right, iron has been brought to the rest of the Netherlands. Perfect. Civil disorder in The Hague. All right. Let's get a swordsman. need more horsemen. Horsemen. These are going to be. I need more horsemen to keep up with their mounted their mounted warriors. So let's do this. Let's build a spearman to protect this area. They're both are mounted archers. They can attack anywhere. Okay, let's build right here. So we can get those cows. No wonders. I need horses. Good thing I have this much gold. Alright, let's cut down this forest. And let's irrigate this, these plains. I need walls. I need walls first and foremost. I will build a wall and make you pay for it. With your blood! Alright, the Spanish have established an embassy in my capital. That's fine. I need to be very careful about when I choose to attack. Let's cut down this forest. Alright, they built the Oracle. The Oracle is honestly one of the most... The Oracle's use overall is dubious at best, just because... Yeah, the Oracle use is dubious at best just because of how quickly it goes obsolete. So... But starvation! Shit. This is annoying. Alright, let's build a swordsman now. And let's build a harbor right here. I need that. I need that so I can get food from the sea and wood from the forests. And let's get another spearman. Okay, tell me about their military strength. Okay, I can attack now. I wouldn't really have anything to gain from destroying this place, so I need to do a surprise attack on their military. Okay, you know what, let's build some more forces over here, and then we will go in with the and clashing swords. And you know, I should cut down this forest as well. I need all the grass farmland I can get. Okay. Do I have enough people? I think I do. Let's build a catapult. Let's start building a catapult here for after I do my surprise attack, and alright, let's rush them. Let's rush these idiots. You are going to pay. Damn, these tribal spearmen got hands. Eh? Okay, it's not over yet. Wow, what is this defense? Okay. Okay. We're not doing too badly. Screw you, I have a wall or fuck. I will take this capital. Okay. Fuck, that was my source of iron. Anyways, this is a good distraction, I guess. This will serve as a good distraction. Okay, I've taken Utrecht back, I think. No, I haven't. Come on, die! Die! That's the last one! I think. Die! Oh my fucking god. No, no, that might be it. That might be it. Okay, thank fucking god. I will get my swordsman. You know, if worst comes to worst, I can enter a golden age from this. But now they have iron. No, they got they got their main source of iron from me, I think. They don't actually have iron, their own source of iron. What is this? Okay, I gotta attack. I gotta attack. I am very, very much on the defensive. Alright. Fuck. I swear I got so close to taking their capital. Bad luck. That's all it was. Come on. Oh, no, 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 no. That is indeed how the cookie crumbles. Okay, I got the Great Lighthouse. That's something. Alright, let's build... Okay, we got construction. Let's build... Let's get polytheism. Can I give you like 100 gold? Which one is Utrecht? No, that's not it. Alright, I'll give you Groningen. Shit. What's the... Oh my god, I got absolutely wrecked. It is time to lick my wounds. Let's get a harbor over here, and let's get... Can I build the Great Wall? Is this a good time to build the Great Wall? Yeah, let's build the Great Wall right here. Okay. I'll I'll get even with them. I have iron, they don't. I have time. Let me just get more swordsmen. Okay, what do I build here? Let's build a mine right here. Shit. Let's cut down this forest. I need a fort right here. Let's get a Coliseum. Let's get another spearman right here. Let's build an aqueduct. Early aqueduct. Oh, nice. Nice extra production. Actually, no, let's build a settler. Let's grab this location right here. Okay, the Spaniards have arrived. Who are these guys again? We're backward people. Oh, fucking hell. Let's get monarchy. Okay. No. How many more units can I support? There's one thing I have that they don't, which is which is a hilarious amount of gold. What's my peace treaty like? 6 turns. Alright, what can I get in 6 turns? Let's get another horseman. Let's get another spearman right here. Oh, the Spanish, the Iberian marauders are arriving. Okay, I can take these guys. I can take you. Okay, this means they are definitely going to... what can I do to... No. Let's withdraw my workers. Three turns. 3 turns, and then I'm going to rain hell on you, or at least try. Come on, come on, come on. Yes. All right. Let's cut down some more trees. Is it time yet? No, 2 more turns. Okay, so... I think we're safe for now. Motherfucker. They got the Great Wall first. Let's get working on the Temple of Artemis. Okay, so... One more turn. Okay, let's go. What the fuck? Come on, come on, come on, die, 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 die! Alright. Alright, I got my Groningen back. Okay. I think that's their only horseman, a swordsman. Let's see. Might need to build a fort there. Come on. Shit. I'm just gonna keep on killing them until I get a golden age. Gotta be careful. Gotta keep it together. Constant civil disorder. Okay, somewhere clearly they got iron. Let's see, let's... Let's build some more improvements on this sugar place thing. Careful. Oh wow, I really am behind. I need more swordsmen. Badly. take a risk here. I'm going to move my... I'm going to move my horsemen up here. My lone horseman up here. I'm going to move my spearmen over here. And alright, I guess let's move my horsemen right here. Not much else to do here. Come on, give me that golden age, for fuck's sake. Alright. I can't build anything here as long as... I'll just harass this area. So fucking annoying. And let's... I think I can get rid of this archer with my horsemen. Alright, that was good. I'm really running out of money right now. This is not good. I can do this all... You know what? Screw it. I can do this all day. I will not give up. Let's cut down another forest. Alright, get destroyed. Oh boy. These natives have got hands. Yeah, I'm about to die here. Fucking mounted warriors. Stab, 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 stab. Oh no. Come on, die. Alright. Thank you. Okay. Let's send my swordsman in. Let's build up harbor here. Alright, we seem to be at a stalemate. Fuck. Okay, let's replace my temple. Gotta always play on the offensive against these losers. Constant scaling of the walls. Wait. Oh, you know, I'm gonna pillage them. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! Alright. Thank you. Oh no. I knew that. I knew trying to build a fort there would be a bad idea. Okay, let's get literature. No, we are happy with despotism for now. I should not. Why did I build a wall there? Maybe as a seafaring civilization, it wasn't the best idea to attack someone inland. Oh my god, these stupid mounted warriors. Is this the time I can make my counterattack? Considering how many of them, how many troops they've lost? Just give me a golden age. I can get that. That's all I ask. Really pulling out stops here. Fucking bullshit. You know what? Nobody has really come, so I am going to try again later. Oh, there, I lost it again. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna try again later. I'm probably just gonna try streaming again later. So another day. So thanks for coming, and expect more to come. Where's my OBS?